Hello everyone, welcome back to the Mains 400 plus GS course series. Today, as we discussed, we'll be discussing important topics, especially from Mains perspective. Today, in line with the chapter 1 of the NITI Aayog Compendium, we'll be discussing chapter 2, which involves best practices in environment sector, a NITI Aayog Compendium. So, these can be a very useful case studies in your answers. You can use this in your ethics or GS3 or even essay. So, the first initiative is from the Andaman Nicobar Islands. It is Green Transport Initiative, Andaman Nicobar Islands. Objective: reduce emissions and traffic congestion in fragile island ecosystem. The key actions taken here is introduction of electric buses and e-cars and mandatory inclusion of electric vehicles in government fleets. A very important case. Charging stations set up across public and government spaces and restrictions on new permits for fossil fuel based vehicles. This method or this model can be followed in important cities which are facing traffic issues such as Bengaluru, Mumbai or Delhi. This is not only addressing the issue of traffic, it is also addressing the issue of greenhouse gases and deteriorating air quality index. So this is why this initiative becomes important and it can be scaled into whole of India. The impact is it boosted air quality, tourism and eco-consciousness, which is a very significant aspect of environmental friendly practices. Won city with best green transport initiative by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. The challenges are logistic difficulties in transporting EV infrastructure to the islands, since it is islandic in nature and there is an issue with respect to transportation from the mainland India to Andaman Nicobar. So except that issue, rest of the things have been a positive. So this can be used in cities like Bengaluru, Delhi and Mumbai. Okay. Second is with respect to Delhi. Delhi electric vehicles policy and biodecomposer spray. If you are reading the newspapers or anything for that matter, Delhi is famous for many things. However, it is infamous for one thing, that is air quality index, that is deteriorating air quality index. In National Air Quality Index, there is a line between 0 to 500. 0 meaning the best air quality, 500 meaning the worst air quality. And Delhi, every time it was standing at around 450 to 500. However, now the things are changing. At present, just I checked today only, the air quality of most of the Delhi is around 48, which is very good condition, and it is seen as the positives of different various aspects or various schemes that are taken by government of Delhi. So now this particular scheme, that is Delhi EV policy and biodecomposer spray, was aimed at addressing the issue of air pollution in Delhi. EV policy, here it provides financial incentives for buyers and charging infrastructure as well. Okay, many people ask about why governments are not going for electric vehicle policies, why they are not pushing for electric vehicles. Introduction of electric vehicles is an easy task. What is issue? The issue is addressing the issues that are a result of electric vehicles. One is charging stations. Next is the battery issues. And one of the most important aspect of electric vehicles is the wastage, that is e-wastage or e-waste. How do you address these issues? In aspect of or in addressing these kind of issues, the Delhi brought this EV policy. Under this, it is providing charging infrastructure as well. And 22,000 plus EVs were registered and 300 e-buses are under procurement. Next is the biodecomposer program. Spray made from fungal solution to decompose stubble. If you heard about news related to Delhi, you must have heard about stubble burning. What is the stubble burning? If this is the map of India, this is Gujarat, okay, if this is Delhi and here is Punjab, here is Haryana. What happens here is, because of stubble burning, what is the stubble? Whenever there is a crop, okay, whenever there is a crop, when it is reaped, half of the crop is cut and rest of the crops is left alone like this. Rest of the crops are left alone for the fallow. This is waste, this is called as stubble. Normally, clearing out stubble is a very difficult task because it is roots are embedded into the soil. As a result, it is very difficult to root out. So what the easiest aspect was, or easier alternative for the farmers was firing them. Firing in the sense putting fire on them and burning them. Sorry, burning them, not the firing them, burning them. As a result, what used to happen is, here is Haryana, because you are burning fossil fuel, or because you are burning the stubble in this Haryana region, because of the western disturbances, the air or the pollution was moving towards Delhi. It was moving towards Delhi. As a result, the air quality index of Delhi was deteriorating. Now, the new aspect or the new scheme is also aimed at addressing this stubble burning. How they are addressing this stubble burning? With the help of biodecomposer program. It is free for farmers, reduced stubble burning significantly. Next is the impact. The impact is it improved air and soil quality, crop productivity, and reduced fertilizer use. As I told you, the air quality index of Delhi today is around 48. So we can say that the schemes that the government of Delhi brought in are having positive impact. Third one is Ganga Praharis, grassroots river guardians. Another thing is River Ganga. River Ganga is considered as the most sacred river in India, and it is not only sacred from the religious perspective, it is also sacred and very important from its economical perspective as well. Okay, most of the important cities like Lucknow, Lucknow, Prayagraj, etc. lie on the banks of Delhi. Sorry, not Delhi, Ganga. However, along with the economic importance, due to various aspects of pollution, Ganga was one of the most polluted river in the world. As a result, we brought Namami Gange project, and also Namami Gange project was brought in by the government of India, and also there is National Mission on Ganga Development Program. All these programs are brought in. So in that aspect, there is one more program, that is Ganga Praharis. Here, instead of approach starting from the top to down, we are focusing on bottom up approach, that is grassroots river guardians. Agency is the National Mission for Clean Ganga plus Wildlife Institute of India, which is headquartered in Dehradun. Approach is mobilize and train community volunteers, or also called as Ganga Praharis. The activities here are ecological monitoring, cleanup drives, afforestation, ecotourism, and alternative livelihoods. Impact is 2,200 trained Praharis and 1,361 activities, and 42,000 plus stakeholders were engaged in this program. It expanded to international citizens as well, that is Pravasi Ganga Praharis. That is, most of the tourists who are visiting cities like Haridwar, Rishikesh and Prayagraj, etc. were also made part of this initiative. A very important initiative. This can be your example for addressing all the polluted rivers in India, such as Sabarmati or even Yamuna in Delhi. So here you can bring about Yamuna Praharis on the line of Ganga Praharis. That can help in addressing the issues of pollution in any kind of river. Next is solar rooftop mandate in Delhi. Policies: mandatory rooftop solar panels for buildings over 500 kilometers, not square kilometers, square meters. Achievements is 216 megawatt of solar capacity installed in Delhi. Integrated with PM Kusum for agri solar energy. Impact is it reduced dependence on thermal energy. As a result, it is promoting cleaner power ecosystem. Delhi is in need of such schemes, so it is going to address the issue of pollution in Delhi as well. Next is MRF. MRF waste recovery facility in Karnataka, that is Nitte Gram Panchayat. Nitte is a small village in Karnataka. This MRF waste recovery facility was included in Karnataka. The focus is scientific dry waste segregation and recycling. Most of the cities in India, not just Karnataka, are suffering from one of the major issue. The issue in urban cities is waste management. Waste management is a very big issue, mainly because the types of waste involved, managing the waste involved, and also disposing of the waste involved. Because of these issues, waste management has become a big issue in India and many of the cities. So in Bengaluru or in Karnataka, sorry, not Bengaluru, cities of Karnataka is also similar thing. This scheme is aimed at addressing this. How? Dry waste segregation and recycling. Mechanism is waste sorted using conveyor belts, baled and sold to recyclers on cement factories. Impact: it reduced littering, increased awareness and income from the waste. Okay, so it is not only addressing the waste management, and it is also increasing income. So the economic benefits of these schemes are also very high. Okay, next, support planned for 144 more Gram Panchayats. So it is going to be scaled throughout Karnataka now, which can be implemented in other states as well. Next, Palle Prakriti Vanam mini forest in Telangana. Okay, so what is this Palle Prakriti Vanam? Vana in the sense forest. So Prakriti Vana is like natural forest or nature forest. It is based on Miyawaki style of Yadadri model plantations. Who was this Miyawaki? Miyawaki was none other than the Japanese environmentalist. His idea was simple. If this is a city, city is filled with large buildings. Okay, city is filled with large buildings and vehicles, etc., etc. So find some areas in cities where you can grow small plantations kind of things in between the cities, so that it is not only addressing the issue of urban heat island, not only addressing the issue of air quality, not only addressing the issue of pollution, it is also addressing the issue of it is also providing habitat for the biodiversity there. So this is called as urban forestry. This was the idea of Miyawaki, a Japanese environmentalist, which was followed in Japan in the initial days. Now it has been scaled throughout the world. So this Telangana Vana Prakriti Vanam is focused on forming Miyawaki style Yadadri model plantations. Action is dense plantations with the native species, around 4,000 plants per acre, supported by NAREGA and the 15th Financial Commission funds. There you can talk about convergence of different schemes here. Impact, it improved biodiversity, groundwater retention, and also soil carbon levels, very important, and scalable to Bruhat Prakriti Vanam, that is 5 to 10 acre forest as well. This can be followed in cities like Delhi, cities like Mumbai, where there is a dearth of forest. Next is eco-friendly practices, Andaman Forest Department. Again, Andaman is leading with respect to eco-friendly practices. Innovations out of this are use of area sheets and bamboo pots instead of plastic, composting, butterfly gardens, beach cleanups, water conservation structures, all these are taken care of under this particular program. Youth sensitization via nature camps and field visits. This is very important aspect, bringing behavioral change among the youth of the India. Okay, bringing behavioral change, that is through youth sensitization. Impact, reduced plastic use, improved awareness, and promoted forest marine linkages. Okay, next, these are the best practices with respect to environment. Now moving to the chapter 3. The chapter 3 will be focusing on best practices in social sector. The NITI Aayog provided certain practices which were very significant in the social sector. Here you can use these answers in GS1, GS2, GS3 as well as ethics, and in essay as well whenever the opportunity opens up. So that is why this becomes very important again. So the first practice, the best social sector practice in chapter number 3 is National Artificial Intelligence Portal, that is India AI. So theme is digital governance, innovation and knowledge economy. It was launched on May 30, 2020. The nodal agencies are National E-Governance Division and Ministry of MeitY and NASSCOM. Next is purpose, one-stop platform for AI in India policy, research, startups and learnings. The focus areas are agri-tech, fintech and healthcare. Okay, AI is part of the deep tech which is going to shape the 21st century, that is second half of the 21st century. Okay, this is why this India AI becomes very important for Indian economy in the future. It is not only addressing the issue of economy, it is also addressing the issue of employment and how you can offset the people who lost jobs due to automation and AI, and by promoting their skilling. Okay, the key features are resources will include articles, courses, data sets, AI standards, research reports. The community involved areas, startups, students, researchers and policymakers. So it is multi-stakeholder approach is followed here. The event is RAISE 2020. Under this event, 48 sessions were held, 21 plus countries were involved and 79,000 plus global registrations were done. AI Pe Charcha. AI Pe Charcha is nothing but a series of debate on AI adoption and practices, which is aimed at bringing awareness generation. Okay, awareness generation on the new model or new waste technologies. The impact as of February 2022 is 986 articles, 194 videos, 86 research reports, and 93 case studies were published. Profiles of 279 startups and 23 investment funds have been set up, and updates from 27 countries. So, wide range of interest from wide range of countries. Okay, so this has been a successful model. Next is Sante Kushalkar digital profiling for SSDs artisans. That is Karnataka. What is Sante? Sante in Karnataka or Kannada, it means nothing but a fair. Okay, like weekly Sante will be there where people go together and people buy things in a bulk there. So the theme is on digital inclusion, rural empowerment, and livelihoods. The nodal agencies Karnataka State Rural Livelihood Promotion Society and UNDP. How state governments are involving with international agencies like UN, United Nations here. Objective, create digital identity and product registry for SHGs, that is self-help groups or artisans, to enhance market linkages, that is business to business, business to customers. Okay, most of the times what happens here is there is self-help group. What is the role of self-help group? Self-help group buys or not buys, it borrows money from the bank, and then it goes to women, and women with the help of the money they produce different goods. For example, agarabattis, in this case like bamboo articles, and in this particular case this matkas. Okay, matkas and other things, small products are made by women. So though the products are being made, one of the major issue faced in this was they were not able to get market access to here. They were not able to market their products to consumers or businesses. Now this Sante Koshalkar is aimed at providing a proper market for the self-help groups or artisans so that they can get better access to market and also better prices for their goods. Next, features are two hybrid apps will be there. One is seller app and the buyer app, English or Kannada. SSDs upload product details, images, and stock availability. And district level admin approval system will be there. It enables lead generation via brochure downloads. And the impact of this is, as of March 2022, 8 pilot districts were used here. SSG profiling of 1002, artisan profiling of 938. And the active products are 2148 active products are being sold, and total entries are about 3276. Product categories are 13 and subcategories are 95. 1700 plus local community resource persons are being trained here. A very good success story, you can say. Sante Kushalkar. People from Karnataka, it will be very easy for you guys to remember. Sante Kushalkar. Next is IDEX or IDEX, Innovations for Defense Excellence. One of the major aspects of India or major aspects of Indian foreign policy in the current days is Atmanirbhar Bharat. Okay, Atmanirbhar Bharat. This expands to even defense as well. In defense, the government of India is focusing on improving indigenization. Focusing on indigenization of defense, so that we are not dependent on other countries or we are not importing from other countries, which is going to have negative repercussions because we are dependent on other countries and they can do as they wish, and it is against the strategic autonomy of India. And second is import oriented. So since we are import oriented, it is going to result in import duties. Import cost will be very high here. Okay, that is what. So this IDX theme is startups, indigenization, defense innovation. The nodal agencies are Defense Innovation Organization, Ministry of Defense. Objective is to link Indian startups directly with the defense forces to foster innovation and reduce dependency on imports. Key features: support for prototype development with flexible grant system, procurement under defense acquisition procedure, boost startup entry into capital intensive defense sector. That is, startup entry is very important in defense because the defense in USA is mainly done or mainly developed by private industries such as Lockheed Martin, Okay, Lockheed Martin was of the major companies which is focused on or which is involved in building these defenses, or even Boeing. So in India, there is no such industry or there is no such private players who are involved in defense sectors. So here we have to focus on building startups so that they are also involved in building defenses for India. Next achievement is IDX winner with 150 plus startups and 14 IDX products were approved for procurement worth 380.343 crore. And PM Award for Excellence in Public Administration 2021. Goal is 2000 prototype contracts by March 2024. We have to see in the next year's summary that they have achieved the prototype contracts or not. Challenges: long gestation cycles, difficult access to defense infrastructure, and underemployment, and brain drain in the defense tech. What is brain drain? The bright mind from India shifting to abroad, shifting to other countries in search of better pay, in search of better livelihood. Okay. Now, the third chapter for the day is best practices in social welfare sector. Very important. Again, this can be used in GS 1, 2, 3, 4 and essay. Okay. So very important. You can use it anywhere. First is Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan, that is NMBA and NAPDDR. What is this? The theme is de-drug addiction, public health and community outreach. Nasha is nothing but drug addiction. Nasha Mukta is free from drug addiction. So nodal ministry is Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Program is National Action Plan for Drug Demand Reduction. Focus is on prevention, awareness, counseling, treatment and rehabilitation of substance users. Substance in the sense drug users. Okay. So key interventions are establishment of integrated rehabilitation center, ICRAs or IRCAs, and outreach and drop-in centers, ODICs, district de-addiction centers, community-based peer interventions and treatment facilities in hospitals. Then is NMBA reach as of 2022, how successful it has been. 8,000 master volunteers in 272 vulnerable districts, 80 plus lakh people reached, 42 lakh youth actively engaged, 13 lakh plus students reached through 6,000 plus schools, 29 lakh plus women mobilized by SSGs, Anganwadis, ASHA, ANM, Android app developed for real-time ground data entry. So all these things can be used. You can use it in any question about internal security or health. Okay. Next, impact is 393 crore was released and 3 lakh lives were directly impacted. Target is 290 DDACs to be operational by 2025-2026. Okay, a very important scheme, that is Nasha Mukta Bharat and NAPDDR. Now, the second scheme in this is digital inspection of childcare institutions in Punjab. Aim is focused on child rights, institutional accountability and e-governance. Nodal agency is Department of Social Security and Women and Child Development Punjab. Tech partner is Angam NGO. You can also use this as an example for involvement of NGOs. Okay, NGOs or social sector or civil society. Okay, very important. Tool used is SAFCA or SAFCA app for real-time inspections of childcare institutions under Juvenile Justice Act of 2015. Features: traffic light system, that is red is critical, orange is attention, green is satisfactory. Digital comparison of current and past inspection data. Training programs to address identified gaps. Outcome of this scheme has been transparent real-time monitoring and accountability in childcare institutions. Low cost scalable model for pan-India use. So this Angan or Angan in Hindi or Punjabi it is Angan. Digital inspection of childcare institutions. This can be scaled throughout the India because many of the India or most of the states in India are also facing issues with respect to child rights. Okay. Next is cluster based camp adoption, that is Dhalai district, Tripura. Cluster based camp adoption. What is this? Theme is saturation of government schemes, tribal welfare, good governance. Nodal agency, district administration of Dhalai in Tripura. Goal is saturate 7 PM flagship schemes using cluster camps. That is PMUI, PMJDY, Ujala, Mission Indradhanush, etc. They wanted to bring all the schemes under one cluster camps. Method: 3-4 panchayats clubbed into a cluster for service delivery, market day based camps in tribal areas, multilingual IEC campaigns, and coordination via WhatsApp groups. Impact is 100% saturation of 7 schemes, improved interdepartmental coordination, increased citizen awareness and trust in governance. Whenever there is a question about issues with respect to welfare in India or welfare schemes in India, you can quote this example in the way forward. How? Instead of bringing multiplicity of welfare schemes, you can bring cohesion of the schemes. That is bringing in under each clusters. Next is Dhimsa Community Radio Koraput Odisha. Okay, the theme is grassroots communication, tribal empowerment, education and health. Nodal agency is a district administration, SOA NGO with UNICEF. Language, local dialects like Desia, designed for tribal areas. This can also be quoted as an example for students with anthropology. Okay, issues with respect to tribal communities in India and how do you address it. Dhimsa Community Radio Koraput Odisha is a very significant example here. Programs are Pathshala, that is subject-based classes during the COVID-19 school closures, and Sustugagod, that is health awareness. Then Kenta Kole Kenta Hoisi, that is access to government schemes. Livelihood skill training, that is bamboo products, leaflets, etc. So very important programs which are taken up under one just small scheme, that is under one radio scheme. Next, reach and impact. It covers 63 villages, 1.25 lakh population, created 12 rural reporters, facilitated grievance redressal and talent promotion, and key information disseminator during the COVID-19 tribal areas. Okay, this Dhimsa Community Radio Koraput Odisha is going to be a very significant example for your anthropology and GS 1 and 2. So remember this Dhimsa Community Radio. In fact, remember all the schemes which I told you here. These are some of the best practices which were taken up from the India, which was appreciated by NITI Aayog as well. So that is the purpose of covering this video. So if you have any doubts with respect to this, you can write in the comment box. And if you want other topics to be discussed, you can write in the comment box as well. But tomorrow, another video will be coming on this best practices around the India in different sectors, and we will finish it off with next 2 videos. And after that, we will focus on anything which you want on the priority. If you want committees, we can start with the committees. If it is the committees, then we can bring committees. Just write in the comment box how do you want the committees to be segregated, whether it is women, children, water, etc., or do you want to be segregated under GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4. It is up to you. Write in the comment box how do you want to be segregated. I will bring a video depending on this one. After this, there will be data points, high impact data points that can be used in GS1, GS2, GS3, 4. And after that, we'll be bringing certain important case studies which can be used in ethics as well. And also, I am planning to make an important video for ethics where I will discuss key words from important books, like not the books, important works like Bhagavad Gita, Bible, Quran, and other religious books, and also from other various thinkers. If you want this video to be made, write on the comment box also, hit a like button and share with your friends. I'll bring a video with regard to this one as well. And any other things which you want to be covered in the videos, write down in the comment box also. In the coming days, I'll be bringing the videos again. So in the next 22 days till mains, I'll bring important videos on this way. And also, many students have reached out to me saying, do a video with respect to history. That is modern history, where you compare where you are going to compare different national movements. Okay, these are some of the questions which are very repetitive in nature. What are the important national movements? Swadeshi movement, non-cooperation movement, Home Rule League movement, a civil disobedience movement, and Quit India movement. So I will bring a video with this. If you are interested, you can write in the comment box. I will cover a video. I will cover these subjects or these topics in detail with respect to a video, which is going to be very short and crisp, and you can use it in answers. So with this, I will end the video. If you like the video, again, as I said, like it, comment on it, and also share with your friends. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any notification. With this, I will end the video. Jai Hind.